Okay, let me tell you about my 420 though, because 420 was kind of funny, but I'm gonna tell you about my 419 because then it's gonna be funny when I get into the 420. I didn't mean to rhyme. Oh my god, it's an annoying ass crow. So I'm like losing my voice, or rather I'm recovering my voice because it was lost and it's coming back. But the shit was like, I was talking like this. Not exactly, but kind of something like that. Okay, sorry, all over the place. So I went to this party at the Art House, which is on Claiborne and Esplanade, and it's so amazing. Like when I first got there, it's like it has like this feel like it's a school, to be honest. Like it has like a school kind of feeling, but like only because like when you first get there, there's like hella like there's like a big ass like gate in front of it, and it's like really like it looks like kind of like, you know, just like really like royalty almost. Like it's like maybe like a consulate actually, more than like a school. Maybe like a consulate. I get into the house part of it and it's just like hella hallways and rooms and stuff, and there's like a band like setting up in the front room, and there's like this vegan chick like making like hella greens on the stove, and then like I go on to the to get to the backyard, and it's just hella people, and they have this band playing, and it's really like reminiscent of like a speakeasy because you know, they have like this like 4-person band, and they're all playing their instruments, and there's no stage, there's just playing, and then the people are just dancing around them and talking around them and drinking around them, and then somebody had grilled cheeses, but somebody had grilled cheeses for sale for like $2, and I was like, bitch, no tea, for $2 I could buy me a loaf of bread, and then for $2 more I could buy me a half a pound of motherfucking cheese. So I really don't see it for you, but I smelled it. It smelled good. It be hella trains here. Come on, like, I mean, no tea, but like, we get it. You're a train. That's the only beef with like filming outside. Do y'all see how dark I'm getting? Y'all, I know y'all see how dark I'm getting. Yes. Anyways, so there was somebody selling grilled cheeses. I wasn't feeling it, and I decided to like move myself on down the road. And so then my friend was like, wait till you see the pool. I was like, there's a lot of like a pool. So like behind the people playing music, you notice that there's like this man-made pool that somebody made, man-made. And it's like it's not, and it's being filtered because you can see water is going constantly like going into it, so obviously water is constantly going out of it, and like there are people going in, and everyone's naked who's going in, and that's like cool as hell to me because like in New Orleans it's just like very naked culture, and I love being naked, like that's my faves. So it's really awesome to be here because like honestly like the first time I was here I really didn't do like a lot of cool stuff like in the area. I was really just like having wild ass times and meeting wild ass people, whereas now it's like I'm going to cool events, I'm a part of like communities, and like it's just really awesome to be here and also to be like doing something, but like I said, I think it's crazy cool, like all the cool stuff that I get to be a part of, and I mean I'm still like trying to ground myself so that I can, you know, be a resource to other people. I know I reached out to some people and I said, you know, if you want to stay at my place, you could. And I feel like if you like message me about that, I know someone did, and I need to call them. So just so you know, I didn't forget about you. It's important to remember that like it's like bare bones. You feel me? Like it's not nothing like because I'm all off the topic. But what I was trying to say was, if you did want to come chill and stay at my house, you know, it's not a money thing, but if you could contribute money, that's obviously awesome. But like we're looking for people who like are POC that want to like have a radical space. And like most recently, like my friend Babs was telling me about how she wanted to like do a house swap with me, And I mean, like, part of me like really wants to go, but I feel like 2 people in my house that I want to come with me are not gonna come. And I feel like that really sucks because, like, in a way, like, it would be awesome to get out of my house and move to like a better house, and have a POC space, versus trying to get somebody out of the space, who's not a POC. But I mean, like, that's really not the issue. It's more so like I want a better place. I want, like, and that's like the individual speaking. I know that like my house needs a lot of work. It's fine the way it is, but not for me. And I just really want to explore other options. And my friend Bab's telling me that like I could totally do a house swap. It's like amazing, but I think it might more be like a room swap. Like I think she would be down with like taking my room, and I would take her room, and in kind take over the house, because like her roommates are talking about how they want to move out but they don't know when, and then now they're saying they just want to go on vacation. So it's like weird. New Orleans is so weird, because like people really can just like dip out and dip back in, and I really hope it works out though, because like but then again, sorry, but anyways, so I'm looking at the pool and everyone's swimming, and I noticed this one dude who's being hella annoying, and I'm just like, and honestly, like, now that I'm out here and I'm more verbal, and I'm more open, I feel like I'm more inclined now to like just say my piece and just get it out, and versus like wait for someone to like fuck with me and make me say my piece. So like when homie was doing that, I was like, so annoying. Like I was being really loud, because it's like really like where like you're naked, you're having a good time, having fun, and like you're just yelling, like being hella annoying, and like just like fucking up the space by like just being like just really like obnoxious. And you know, it was annoying me because it's like I was drunk as hell, I was high as hell, and I was just trying to have a good time with my homies, and I could just tell that this nigga was like getting on my fucking last nerves. So don't you know it? And this is like so witchy, because it's like, of course, the person that I'm fucking hating on like gets their foot stuck in a crate, because like I said, it's a man-made pool. So there's a bunch of crates all around the pool, because if not, it would be just mud, and like that would be worse than someone just standing on a crate and then jumping in, or standing on a crate and using because there were like hella like ropes hanging down, so you can like do a rope swing and things like that. And so he like puts his foot through the crate and can't get it out, and starts crying. And I'm thinking he's fucking around, because like that's how obnoxious he was. He was so obnoxious that I did not believe he was really injured. I thought that he was like fucking with me, and I was just like hella annoyed by it. And so when he was crying, I was like, die, bitch, die. That's fucked up, I know. But I thought it was funny. And so then I went over there, because I realized after saying die, bitch, die, it wasn't like him being an asshole, it was him like legitimately being stuck. And I really don't want to be that bitch, like, you know, because I guess like I'm on this whole like new thing where it's like I was walking down the street like last night, and I was really just like feeling all the energy, and I think it came from a different place, because like when I was walking down the street, I was holding a knife, and I was like, because like it was like 2 o'clock in the morning when I was finally going home, and I was holding a knife, and I was just like, you know, if anybody should come up on me, like I'm gonna like do this. I'm like trying to practice like my knife skills, and it's like I don't have many knife skills, but I feel like I'd be able to hold my own in a knife fight, maybe. I can't say that with much authority. I've never been in a knife fight, but I feel strongly about it. But as I'm walking down the street, you know, I looked at some of these tires, and I was like, oh, I could slice some of these tires right now. And I didn't, but it was weird, because it's like immediately I felt like walking down the street, I felt my energy bustling inside of me, but I also felt the energy of like the car bustling next to me, because I was like, you know, I sliced that tire, then that fucks up somebody's whole damn day, because you gotta go get a whole new motherfucking tire. So it's like that energy bustling in me and that energy bustling in that car, it was like that car is fine. That car's energy is like neutral. It has no energy that's like negative. It's just a car, but it has energy nonetheless. And so, and that person who owns the car has that energy too, and I think that's mainly what it is, not really the car, but like that person's energy on that car is relinquished because they're not there. And I felt like really powerful with this knife walking down the street, but at the same time, I felt like that knife was giving me like a crazy burst of energy that like made me feel like, you know, I could do anything, you know? And I turn the corner and I see like this sign for this thrift shop that I fucking hate, because who the fuck has a thrift shop and you're trying to sell $50 swimsuits? No tea, but bitch. No tea, but bitch. So I wanted to cut down their sign, and I was like, but then like I didn't do any of these things, but it's like just thinking of them like created such a frenzy inside of me, and it really made me like center myself, because I was like, you know, that sign is someone's sign, and like cutting it down, that's not gonna do anything about the fact that this business is like overpriced. Like I really need to like, it was just a way for me to like really just think about like my actions and how they were just energy, and like how it could like produce positive and negative results. And I eventually put the knife away because I just didn't feel like it was bringing about good energy in me. It really made me feel really insecure about, you know, control, and really just made me feel like, you know, I don't want to be holding this knife. If someone should come up to me, I don't even have any cash on me, so it's like, what are they gonna take? So it was just like me trying to reason with that. But anyways, I helped homie's foot out of this crate, and he thanks me, and he's like, you saved my life. He's being like so dramatic, and went right back to being like that shit asshole that I didn't want to fucking talk to. And so then I just walked away from him. I was like, I didn't save your fucking life, shut up. I just walked away, and I was just really annoyed by him, but I just continued to party and have a good time. So the next night I was at Mardi Gras Zone with my girl, and we're on OK Cupid, because like she's talking to this, like, it's funny to me, like there's this nigga on OK Cupid that I hung out with like one time, and it was the wackest thing ever, because like we smoked hella weed together and chilled and shit, but it was just like, it ended up to be like hella whack. And so because it was so whack, like alright, so after that happened, I told this nigga like to dead me from his phone and shit like that, because it's like, yo, like I'm really good at knowing when the fuck I don't want nobody's energy coming towards me. And so if I can be direct with you, if you're like not a stranger, then that's awesome, because I feel like I really take the power back. And so I told him point blank, I was like, please delete my number, please don't contact me. And he was acting all sad about it, but I was like, bitch, respect me. That's it. I don't need to fucking explain to you why I don't want to talk to you no more. But it was like, bitch, you know I ain't talking to you no more. But anyways, so now like two of my peoples, my girl included, that I was chilling with, told me that they're like not, didn't even have to tell me, like one of my friends, like we ended up talking, and then it came out, you know, she said Justin, and then I was like, Justin, do he got a fucking dog and a notebook? And this bitch was like, yeah. I was like, yup. So anyways, so my girl at the Mardi Gras Zone was talking to this nigga, and I was like, I was dead, because I seen that, because she showed me this nigga picture, and I was like, I know that nigga. And it's funny because it's like, I really didn't hook up with that many people, but it's funny because it's like a real small pool of motherfuckers on OK Cupid that all my homies be getting hit on, like after the fucking fact I already talked to these niggas. So it was just funny to me. But not really funny to me. It was just like, oh, it's a small ass, this is why I ain't doing shit now, you feel me? Plus I got a boo-boo. But it's like, I'm really like not even out here like that, because I realize it's so little. But most importantly, let's get back to the story. So I'm chilling with my girl, and my girl's showing me this nigga's OK Cupid profile, and I'm laughing, because I'm like, I've been bagged that nigga, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's funny to me, because all my girlfriends are showing me these niggas, and I'm like, I've been bagged them, and I be telling them stories, and they don't want to listen, and then after the fucking fact, they want to tell me some shit like, bitch, I already told you though. You know what I mean? Like, and so now I'm like, I'm not even gonna do no more of that. I'm not gonna tell nobody if I smashed that homie or not. You know what I mean? Because it's like, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck if I tell them the dick is little. They don't give a fuck if I tell them the dick was whack. Even if it's true, I would never fucking lie on nobody's dick. You feel me? I would never lie on a dick. If a dick is little and it didn't pleasure me, I'm gonna tell you, like, it didn't pleasure me. What you gonna do? You know what I mean? I'm not saying you shouldn't fuck with them. I'm just saying, like, if I'm telling you, like, it's like I'm telling them, you know, they don't listen to me. If I'm telling them that this nigga was whack as hell, and then after the fact they're gonna come back and be like, yo, that nigga whack as hell. Bitch, who told you that? Funny.